Good afternoon and welcome to the Foreign Correspondents Club of Japan. My name is Abby Leonard. I'm a regular member here, and I'll be moderating the event today. So we're very, very honored to welcome this panel of guests today, former so-called comfort women from 4 different countries. They all flew in today, and we are just very happy to have them here. So let me introduce each of them. The first, I'm going to skip here. The first is Miss Estelita Basnano Dy from the Philippines. The next is Miss Ines de Jesus from East-Timor.
It's Tjinda.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay.
Sorry, the order.
Okay, we mixed.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to just read their names, and you see their nameplates in front of you. The next is Miss Tjinda Lengge, and then we have Miss Yong-soo, and to my direct right is Miss Mina Watanabe, who's a representative of the Japan Nationwide Network for Resolution of the Japan's Military Comfort Women issue. So just before we start, as a bit of background, I imagine most of you are familiar with this, but in December, Japan issued a historic apology to South Korean comfort women who were coerced into military brothels during World War II, and Japan agreed to pay 1 billion yen as compensation. But that agreement did not include any acknowledgement of women from other countries who were also victims of Japan's military sexual slavery. And that brings us to our panelists today. They're going to speak about their own experiences, their reaction to the Japan-Korea agreement, and explain why it's so important that we confront this issue now. And so each of them have interpreters in their native language, so they're each going to speak for about 5 minutes, including interpretation. And we have to be out of here at 5, so we're going to take questions after that. Okay, so with that, we're going to welcome our first guest speaker, and that's Miss Estelita Basnano Dy from the Philippines. Is that correct?
Before that, I'd like to explain.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Yes, you're going to explain.
Yeah.
Yes.
Before beginning the speech from the survivors, I'd like to explain about the purpose of this press conference. My name is Mina Watanabe from the Japan Nationwide Network for the Resolution of Japan's Military Comfort Women issue. It's a long name, but it's one of the largest activist network in Japan, from Okinawa to Hokkaido. And the purpose of this conference and the message we would like to convey is, first and foremost, we would like to inform you that the political deal between the governments of South Korea and Japan did not and will not solve the comfort women issue. The issue of Japan's military sexual slavery is not a bilateral issue, only between Korea and Japan. It is a women's human rights issue involving survivors throughout the Asia-Pacific region. It is not even a history issue, but an ongoing human rights issue. Today, we have survivors from the Philippines, Indonesia, and East-Timor. Ms. Estelita Dy from the Philippines will explain about how the deal has nothing to do with her in terms of her suffering and reparation. For Ms. Tjinda and for Ms. Ines, Ms. Tjinda is Sulawesi from Indonesia, and it is for both of them, it is the first visit to Japan. Please imagine how these women must be feeling. Their anger and anticipation, having to come to Japan after 71 years to testify the sexual violence they suffered from Japanese soldiers, and to go and meet Japanese government officials to seek acknowledgement. It has been already 10 months since the deal, but in terms of the relationship between Korea and Japan, what we have seen now is that the gap deepening between the people of two countries. What the Japanese government is doing is even destroying the small breach of trust that we have built little by little a month ago. Concerning a request to send an apology letter to the victims, Prime Minister Abe even said he has absolutely no intention to do so. Ms. Yong-soo will talk about how she feels about it and what is going on in South Korea. She is a prominent activist, survivor, who received an award from LA City Council in March this year for her efforts to raise awareness about sexual slavery and to promote women's human rights. She will also make clear how the deal between the two governments will not be any seed for reparation for the survivors, as well as a reconciliation between the people in Korea and Japan. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. So let's welcome our first speaker here, Ms. Estelita Dy. Thank you very much for being here.
Magandang hapon sa atin lahat dyan, lahat na dumalo, lahat ng mga sali ng mga reporter. Ako po ay si Estelita Dy ng Lila, Pilipina, Gabriela, Philippines. Ang masasabi ko lang ay panagutan ng Hapon ang ginawa nila. Ako, maliit pa ako nung mabiktima ako, 14 na taon lang ako. Mabiktima ng Hapon. Kaya hindi ako nakapagpatuloy ng pag-aaral dahil nahihiya ako. Baka malaman na aming kapitbahay. Kaya ako lumuwas sa Maynila para makalimutan ko ang nangyari sa akin. Kaya ngayon, ang masasabi ko lang, yung ginawa ng Japan at saka yung Korea, nagkasunduan nila. Nagkaroon sila ng agreement. Hindi pwede yun. Sa amin, hindi pwede. Kaya ibasura ang agreement na yan na ginawa ng mga gobyerno ng Hapon at Korea. At ang 11 bansa na lahat na may mga komportuman kasama ang Pilipinas, kailangan panagutan niya ang ginawa niyang mga kamalian at aminin niya ang kanyang kasalanan. Yan lang po.
Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for giving the chance to tell you about my demand. I'm Estelita Dy. I'm from Lila, Pilipina, Philippine organization under the Gabriela. I really urge the Japanese government to listen to our demand. I was 14 years old when I became a victim as a comfort woman. Because of this experience, I would not be able to study in the school, and then I was forced to work in Manila. Because of the experience, I need to run away from my home provinces. This agreement between the Japan and the Korean government, I would like to urge the Japanese government to scrap this agreement because this is not agreement among the all victims included, like the Philippines. We have 11 big countries who had been invaded by who had suffered by the Japanese soldier as a comfort women. So I really urge the Japanese government to respond to our demand to realize the real justice for the all victims of the 11 countries. Thank you very much.
At ang gobyernong Hapon, hindi katanggap-tanggap ang ginawa nila na kasunduan. At ang amin sa Pilipinas, sa Lila, Pilipina, ang amin lang hiniling ay 3. Public apology, hindi sa sulat. Ito lang sa kasaysayan, ang krimen na ginawa ng mga sundalong Hapon, panahon ng digmaan, para mabasa ng mga bagong henerasyon. At ang pangatlo ay kompensasyon. Ilang ang hiningi namin sa Hapon para matugunan nila amin hinihiling.
So our demand for the Japanese government now is the three demands as followed. First one is a public apology for all victims and the families. The second is to include a description of the comfort women issue in the textbook in Japan. The third one is a compensation. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Ms. Dy. And our next speaker, Ms. Tjinda Lengge from Indonesia.
Nama saya Tjinda Lengge dari Sulawesi Selatan, Indonesia, dari Parepare.
Okay, my name is Tjinda Lengge. I came from Parepare, city of Parepare, South Sulawesi, Indonesia.
Kami dapat undangan dari sini. Jadi kami datang di sini karena kami mencari keadilan. Supaya tentara Jepang mau pernah kita dijajah di Indonesia. Jadi kita harap supaya tentara Jepang mau membantu kami membayar kompensasi Indonesia.
Okay.
Karena kami dulu dikasih kerja kapas. Orang tua saya kerja kapas. Setelah itu ibu saya sakit, saya juga dipanggil kerja kapas. Disitulah saya dipanggil ke tempatnya Okeda. Sampai di sana diperkosa. Setelah itu ibu saya sakit, kita kembali ke rumah, dipanggil lagi. Orang tua saya sakit keras supaya saya diambil sama Eho, dikasih kerja di tempat tempat kerja kapas orang. Sampai di situ saya dikasih tinggal sama tentara Jepang di tempat tempat kerja. Tidak bisa pulang. Setelah itu ibu saya meninggal. Saya minta pulang. Dia tidak mau. Tidak bisa dipulang. Harus kamu sama-sama saya tinggal di tempat ini.
Okay. Sudah? Okay. I was invited to Japan to ask our justice when I was in caught in the factory of cotton mill in Parepare. At that moment, Mr. Officer named Okeda came, pick me up to the room, and then raped me. And then at that moment, my mother also worked at that cotton mill, but she can't refuse to be taken her to the place. And then sooner or later, my mother fallen sick and never worked here. And just me alone stayed at that place. And then I left again. And after Japanese military gone, I was alone left at that place. And then I asked to the Japanese military who raped me, and I asked the compensation and then apology. Okay.
Lagi.
Okay.
Is it okay? Sudah?
Hah?
Okay, sudah?
Sudah.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Okay, and our next speaker, Ms. Ines de Jesus from East-Timor.
Sa pamlega kachigami serviço holei ta ai wa mai tauma tamasinon kuranon hino so ini mamno so ini kachigam penma lelebo sabha he chomur per salmatam kesiruma smai samalon smai bobe puspepa neta am ga service matedwa tegal sabat basaka sanbi asam sabne
Terima
tau dambata tau service mate Sim.
Dia, obrigado ba tempo nebe mak po Miami, e momento ne mai hamoto kiane. Atu kolia de konaba haunia susar nebe mak ya tempo neba Japão halo Miami. E momento neba sira loron haruka ami poke dot ta au hodi halo uma ne haloba emanian no animal nian. Inunemos ia kalan sira halami hanesa animal mos. Sira sulanami yung malaran.
Saila
Sulanami yung malaran depois ami saila dia. Nune sira trukamalami hanesa animal. E o momento da masira nem posso baunida, nem po hahan, nem po batida Miami. To sira pila. Alla.
Barak. Amin riaboten ne matman balda.
Thank you very much for giving me opportunity like this. Talking about my own suffering during the occupation period in East-Timor, I was forced to work to pick up grasses and trees, woods, to build houses of not my own, of other people. And at night, I was used like an animal. And they didn't give me food nor clothes, and they raped me just like an animal.
I'm porospoten ne matemamu achabno balda she Madlena au balda ine kamane kam no matit khai ya ude them am thau dam bata thau service pai ma bam leban sa am service to ga khasmud fer bal salma tha go osmai samloini no ana je the go phala yami de la rago no istraga Chuasi
dia ba ia momento dana ba ami ema barak peto no mane hela ketak peto makau hate tiona awate tiona katak ami peto hela ketak para sira atu halo viola sa Miami ema hotu halai no mate hotu hela deit makahau ho Madalena
And the men and the women were separated, and the women were raped. And me and my own friend Madalena, we could not escape. And if you escape, you would be killed.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much. And finally, we have Miss Lee Yong-soo from Korea.
네, 여러분 안녕하십니까? 역사의 산 증인 이용수입니다. 반갑습니다. 사랑합니다. 여러분, 저 일본에 오래간만에 왔습니다. 한 2, 3년 못 왔는 것 같습니다.
Hello, everyone. I'm a living witness of history. My name is Lee Yong-soo. It's really nice to meet you, and I love you all. And it's been 2 or 3 years since I came here. I came to Japan last time.
네, 우리는 피해자들이 피해자라는 신고할 때부터 딱 입력이 되어 있습니다. 일본이 공식적인 사죄하고 법적인 배상해라 하는 게 되어 있습니다.
We all know from the first that since we came out as survivors, and that is we demand that a public apology and a legal compensation.
26년간 비가 오나 눈이 오나 할머니들이 앉아서 일본은 공식적으로 사죄하고 법적인 배상해라 하는 걸 26년간 7년간 하고 갔습니다.
So during 25 years, we continue to cry out that Japan, please, we continuously demanded the public apology and legal compensation to Japan.
역사에 사적인 일이 있지 않습니까? 이용수가 있습니다. 저는 협상한 적이 없습니다. 도장 찍은 예가 없습니다. 협상이라는 말 들은 적도 없습니다. 안 했습니다.
So I am here. I am a living witness of history. So we never been negotiated by the. We have never been negotiated, and we have never signed on anything. We have never heard that word, that the negotiation or agreement.
네, 제가 하는 얘기입니다. 100번, 1000번 해도 우리한테는 공식적인 사죄하고 법적인 배상을 해야 되고, 제가 이 얘기는 죄는 밉지만은 사람 밉지 않다는 얘기를 합니다.
So I speak I speak same story as 100 or 1,000 times. So Japanese government has to do the public apology and legal compensation. And I always say that I hate crimes, but I don't hate human beings.
죄는 밝혀지기 바랍니다. 지금 보세요. 일본이 죄를 받을까봐 겁납니다. 죄 없는 일본 국민 죄 받아서 잘못될까봐 겁납니다.
So I think Japan is now afraid of receiving crimes. Although Japanese people didn't do anything that is bad and that is crime.
네, 저들은 죄가 없습니다. 저희들은 끝까지 일본에게 공식적으로 사죄받고 법적인 배상 받아야 됩니다.
So Japanese people don't have any crime, and we will fight against Japanese government to receive public apology and legal compensation.
마지막 꼭 할 말이 있습니다. 소녀상은 우리 할머니들의 상징입니다.
And at last, I have one thing to say, that is, the statue of girl is our symbol.
소녀상을 한국에 빡빡하게 씌울 겁니다.
So we will build many statues of girls in Korea.
세계 미국이나 어디에도 다 씌울 겁니다.
And we will also build the statue of girl in America, in the U.S.
마지막에는 동경 복판에 갖다 씌우겠습니다.
And we will also build the statue of girl in Tokyo.
그래서 오는 사람 가는 사람 잘못했다고 빌구로 만들겠습니다.
To make people to beg forgiveness to the statue of girl.
저는 200살 살아서 꼭 이 문제 해결하고 세계를 위해서, 세계 여성을 위해서 평화롭게 살기 위해서 열심히 나이 89입니다. 안 많습니다.
So I will live until I will be 200 years old to solve this issue, and so I will do everything from now to help the women all over the world, and to live peacefully. And I am 89 years old, and I am still young.
여러분 쉽게 봐주세요. 저는 지금 여성 인권 운동가로서 세계를 돌아다니면서 반드시 일본한테 공식적인 사죄받고 법적인 배상 받을 겁니다.
So I'm now I am woman human rights activist, and I am going around all over the world, and I will definitely receive the public apology and legal compensation from Japan.
여러분 힘을 주십시오. 같이 우리 200년 살아서 이 문제 해결을 평화적으로 해결합시다. 감사합니다.
So everyone, please help us. Let's solve this issue together. Thank you so much. I love you.
Thank you very much for sharing your stories. They were very powerful. I'd like to open the floor to questions. Do we have anyone from the press? So I know that for two of you, I think this was your first time visiting Japan. Could you tell us a little bit about what that experience was like? I think maybe today was the first day you came to Tokyo. Can you tell us a little bit about that? Emotionally, what that's been like? I think the two in the center.
Two of us.
Two of you, yeah.
Tjinda, ini Tjinda yang pertama kali datang ke Jepang. Bagaimana kesan di Jepang? Datang ke Tokyo, datang ke Osaka sudah.
Ya, senang.
Oh, pakai mic.
Senang datang di Tokyo.
I'm very happy to come to Tokyo.
Baru pertama kali saya datang di sini.
This is the first time to come here. Okay, terus.
Jadi kami harap pemerintah Jepang harus diberikan kompensasi
just my demand and ask the Japanese government to give us a compensation.
Karena kami jauh-jauh datang di sini.
I came from Indonesia.
Karena kita sudah tua, tidak bisa lagi apa-apa, tidak ada juga suami. Jadi kita mencari sendiri, tidak bisa lagi, tidak ada lagi harapan.
I don't have any
untuk
hope.
Kami.
Okay.
Karena tidak bisa lagi kemana-mana menjual.
That's it.
Thank you very much. Terima kasih.
I never have any hope for the future because I'm alone to live for 71 years without my husband. I never married. And then I can't sell anything because I'm already too old. Then I need some apology from Japanese government also. Thank you very much.
Abu Ines, nia husu, impressão saída makaita iha, tamba ohin primeiro iha Japão, primeiro iha Tokyo, Abu Ines hare Tokyo, Japão não insa.
Ona ligila tauseva agora não conhece mais de Japão. Comecei a muna mais de agora até que tauseva e depois eu chugo sapasia de Roma. Chugo desculpa.
Mai muna mai de.
Tu é que tu não agora não.
Mai muna mai de. Korea. Kepna mai ya. Sapa no ka tau seba. Per matmamo out mai hata per wanango ka galtino imit ka nuratala. Shabalji.
Diak. Uluk East-Timor mai Korea. Dr. Tebes. Mai atubuka lia los justiça. To agora mos haulori Timor nara hau mai to iha Japão. Mai quer se pati ina nembe maka uluk halo Miami. Agora o insa ia governo da nembe justiça culpa Miami, nemos bel politika buat rumah Miami hanes kompensação ou buat nembe maka ami hanesa to agora ami laihona hela date maka hau mesak ko mai idarua nembe maka seihan ba. Obrigado.
I went to Korea last time when there was a conference there in Seoul, and this time I came all the way from East-Timor to Japan to look for justice. Now I'm here in Japan, the country which inflicted such suffering to our people in Timor-Leste. Now I want to see how the Japanese government wants to convey official apology to us and to do something for us, like compensation, because we have never received anything from Japan until now.
Thank you. Does anyone have any questions? Can you come down to the microphone here? Thanks.
Do I identify myself or just talk?
Yeah, your name and where you're from.
My name is Henry Lawrence. I teach Japanese politics at Bowdoin College in the USA. And my question, well, first of all, my thanks to all of you for coming. My question is how hopeful you feel that justice may be done in this issue. I know I have been working with or following this issue for many years, and Mina Watanabe said that there had been I think you said a bridge of trust had been being built, and you felt like that was destroyed. So I was wondering, at this point, whether you feel things are moving forward or backward, or how much progress you think has been made, and how much progress you think will be made in any time frame you can think of.
Thank you. Do you
to
want
my question, or to all of them? To all of them, or to anyone? To anyone.
start?
It's how hopeful we feel. It's a very difficult question at this moment under the Abe government, as well as for all the government that they are coming from. But in terms of the progress we made, we have made lots of progress in terms of acknowledgement from all over the world that this issue exists, and survivors are testified what happened to them, and world know what happened during World War II. And one country that has been not acknowledging what happened fully is the Japanese government, and it will not change. Even if other government, I talked to many governments, more than 30 governments during the Human Rights Council period, and they knew what happened, but they don't take this issue as an issue in a political agenda on the table. But for the people living in each country, also in South Korea, there was a dramatic change in the recognition of the survivors' struggle and suffering. And I believe East-Timor, Indonesia, the Philippines, all of these countries, the people now know it's not their fault. They were victims. So I think it's a big progress in terms of the acknowledgement from all over the world. So the next thing is to make the Japanese society understand and accept what happened. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else? Yes. Oh,
answer the question.
Yes, please. Sorry.
네, 저 마지막으로 꼭 부탁드리겠습니다. 네. 근데 저희들이 와서 정언을 하면 정언이 똑같습니다. 일본한테 사죄받고 배상받는 것을 기대합니다. 그런데 제가 부탁드리고 싶은 거는 일본 기자님들 똑바로 기사를 쓰십시오. 이렇게 한국에서 와가지고 정언을 하면 정언 그대로 쓰세요. 좀 보도를 많이 해주세요. 네, 저는 일본한테 공식적으로 사죄받고 배상받는 것을 원합니다. 다 원하고 있습니다.
Yeah. So we came here to testify. I came from Korea, all the way from Korea to Japan, and I, of course, expect the official apology and legal compensation to Japan. And I want you, all of the press, all of the reporters, to write articles clearly and clear articles, and I want all of you to write the report or articles. So I want you to do it, and I would like you to write my testimony as it is, and I want you to report my testimony as it is. So we all expect for Japan to do the official apology and legal compensation.
기자님들한테 부탁드립니다. 꼭 기자를 올바르게 저희들 증언했는 거 그대로 좀 내주시고, 빨리 일본이 이제는 너무 속이는 것도 한도가 있습니다. 미루는 것도 한도가 있습니다. 아니라는 것도 한도가 있습니다. 저희들은 꼭 바라는 게 일본 공식적인 사죄와 법적인 배상을 바랍니다. 원합니다.
So I beg you to report our testimonies as they are, and we cannot tolerate Japan to deceive the people, and to lie to the people. So we all want and we all expect the official apology and legal compensation.
Thank you very much. Okay. Would you like to come down?
My name is Kitano from Asahi Shimbun, Japan. I would like to ask about my question, especially to Ms. Yong-soo, about the Korean President Park Geun-hye is now in danger because of her scandal, and the Japanese government and the Japanese major media is worried about the agreement with the Japan and Korean government, and I would like to ask about Ms. Yong-soo about the impression on the agreement of Japan and the Korea government, and also about with Ms. Yong-soo, many different victims from different countries is present in this press conference. So ask about the agreement is only for the Japan and Korea, excluding the other countries.
박근혜 정권은 아무것도 아닙니다. 그 무시합니다. 합의가 아닌 그 합의라고 하는데 합의를 무시했습니다. 안 했습니다. 저는 합의한 적도 없고 도장 찍은 적도 없고 들은 적도 없습니다. 그래서 그건 무시하기 때문에 그 신경 안 씁니다. 아닙니다, 그거는.
About Park Geun-hye administration, I ignored Park Geun-hye, and because I've never been negotiated by her, and I've never signed any paper on the agreement, and I've never heard about that agreement.
다른 나라 피해자들도 신경 쓰지 말아야 됩니다. 그건 절대로 아닙니다. 무시하세요. 그리고 우리가 지금까지 원하는 거 일본이 공식적으로 사죄받고 법적인 배상은 끝까지 우리는 그렇게 원해야 됩니다. 밀고 나가야 됩니다. 아닙니다. 그 합의하는 거 아무것도 아닙니다. 무시하세요. 잊어버리세요.
about the other victims in living in other countries. I want them to ignore the agreement, and we all want the official apology and legal compensation, and I will fight for it to my death. And so the agreement is nothing. Please ignore the agreement. I want to say that.
Thank you. Does anyone else have any questions? Yes, in the back.
Takashi Koyama, freelance. Is there anything special you like to say to the then Prime Minister of Japan during the Second World War?
During the war? Not the emperor? I'm sorry. The prime minister during the war? The emperor? Or, yeah, the prime minister during the war. Is that?
At the time? Prime minister at that time?
No.
So is there anything you would have liked to say then, I guess, to the Japanese government? Now is your opportunity.
Kami, Lila Pilipina, nagagalit kay Shinzo Abe dahil ang sinasabi niya na walang ebidensya, walang testigo. Ako ang tunay na ebidensya at ako ay testigo dahil ako ay pinwersa ng Hapon. 14 na taon pa lang ang edad ko. Nung ako'y kalad ka rin ng Hapon at dinala sa garison. At ako'y ginahasa ng 13 linggo sa garison. Puro hirap ang inaabot ko. Kung di pa dumating ang Amerikano, hindi pa ako nakalabas.
I would like to say about Shinzo Abe, Prime Minister Abe now, because he had mentioned before about the comfort women issue. He said that there is no evidence for forcible abduction or forcible taking of the women from the countries. So that his saying was I never able to I will never forget, no? Because when I was abducted, I was only 14 years old, and then I was forcibly taken by the Japanese soldiers to the garrison, and then I have been sexual slaver for 3 weeks. So how difficult experience I have. I really want to relate to the Shinzo Abe, Prime Minister Abe, to recognize the war crime they have done.
Anyone else like to talk? Okay, I think we have time for one more question. Yes. Yeah.
Hello, good afternoon. I'm Mei Masankai from Kyodo News. I understand that under the landmark deal between South Korea and Japan last December, South Korea was set up a foundation and Japan disbursed 1 billion yen, I think. And I was wondering, I would just like to clarify whether the women present here has no plans of course, getting the money from the funds, and they've and a lot of them have been saying that they want public apology and official compensation. So, what would constitute a satisfactory official compensation for them? Thank you.
That's okay. Would you like to answer? Yeah, go ahead. That's okay.
Yes.
Oh. No? Okay. Would I translate? Okay.
그 일본에다가 10억 원 받아가지고 재단을 했다, 만들었다 하는 거는 이 피해자가 있어요. 본인이 있어요. 본인한테 아무것도 협상했는 적이 없는데 그것을 재단을 만들었다고 그랬어요. 제가 먼저 얼마 전에 기자회견을 했어요. 10억 돌려주고 하유와 치유 재단 없애라 하는 걸 분명히 했어요. 아무것도 아니에요. 그거는 우리가 한 적이 없어요. 아는 것도 아니에요. 그러니까 그거는 10억 돌려주고 없애라 했는데 좀 이상한 얘기를 할게요. 우리 정부가 3사람 4사람 떼를 지어가 댕겨요. 떼를 지어가지고 할머니한테 다니면서 할머니를 돈 받아라. 돈이 뭔지도 몰라요. 할머니 지금 정신없어요. 모두 다 60대에 신고를 했어요. 신고할 적에 굳어져 있어요. 일본한테 법적인 배상 받고 공식적인 사죄 받는 걸 하는데 다니면서 돈 받으러 그러니까 노인네들이 다 죽어간 노인네들이 돈 준다니까 돈을 받아 뭘 할래요? 그러니까 반지도 하고 한다고 그러는데 99세 나는 할머니가 있어요. 통영에. 이 할머니한테 5명이 가가지고 돈 받으러 그러니까 저승사자가 날들러 왔다. 그러면서 할머니가 까무리치가 돌아가셨어요. 이래서 그 할머니가 다시 개 나가지고 99세 됐어요. 이런 걸 하고 다니는 걸 그게 사기로 하고 다니는 거예요. 사기 짓을 하고 다니는 거예요. 그러니까 그것도 사기, 협상도 사기, 전부 사기고 거짓말을 했으니까 그거 우리 신경 안 씁니다. 그거 없애라 했습니다. 우리 상관없습니다.
So I am here. So the victim is here, and Korean government protected the foundation in Korea. But I had a press conference in Korea recently, and there I said, please return the 1 billion yen to the Japanese government, and I want Korean government to vanish the reconciliation and healing foundation. So I think the foundation is nothing for me, and I tell you what, the 3 or 4 people concerning our Korean government recently tried to persuade the victims in Korea, and they say, "Harmony, please receive this money," and we all they all came out as survivors 25 years ago when I was 60 years old, and so we all continuously are wanting the legal reparation and legal compensation and official apology. And one of victim in South Korea, who was 99 years old, living in Tongyeong in Korea, she said that 5 people of Korean government came to her and said that please receive this money, and it is like deceiving of us, and it is all the deceiving of us. So the agreement is also deceiving for us. So we have nothing to do with the agreement.
지금 드러났지 않습니까? 박근혜가 사기쳤습니다. 사기로 벌을 받아야 됩니다. 전부 사기입니다. 전부 거짓말이고 전부 사기했으니까 사기로 잡아여야죠. 벌을 받아야 됩니다.
So it turned out that Park Geun-hye deceived people in Korea. So she has to receive any, the punishment. Yes. So it's all deceiving. She has to receive the punishment.
Thank you. Okay, and so we'll have
just
brief
1
closing
minute.
remarks.
Yeah.
Yes.
During this quarter century of experience and activism supporting the survivors, what we can say probably is that without full recognition of what happened, apology, compensation doesn't mean anything. If the government of Japan keep denying the partial fact, or keep denying and not to objecting those statutes, objecting writing the textbooks in schools, it will not reach any reconciliation. So acknowledgement, recognition of historical facts is a key core element of acceptance from the survivors. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So on behalf of the FCCJ, thank you all very much for joining us today. Thank you for your courage and your insight and your stamina. It was very inspiring. So I'd like to leave it there. Thank you all for coming today. Thanks so much.